Hey guys, this is Rich and welcome to another GameStars Collectibles action figure review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new NOMAD Nanosuit 1.0 for the Crysis 2 action figure line. Now I believe this figure line will be Series 1. I don't know if they're going to do any more than that, but here's Series 1, you know what I mean? Here we have the figure in his box. Now this was actually the character you played in the first Crysis game, so I don't know if they're actually going to be including him in Crysis 2, or if they're just going back and just like, okay, well, we'll just make the character from back then. I'm not necessarily sure, you know, which way they're going to be going with that. You can see there's a wide assortment of weapons here. A lot of cool guns, actually. Can't wait to get that opened. Here on the back, you can see all the different action figures for this particular line. This figure is First Lieutenant Jake Nomad Dunn, and he's in the Nanosuit 1.0. A member of an elite U.S. Special Forces unit. Oh, like we haven't heard that before. The operative known as NOMAD is equipped with advanced weaponry and a high-tech armored combat suit that gives its wearer a host of amazing superhuman abilities. In 2020, 2020 vision, the Lingshan Islands, which, by the way, is fictional, I'll look that up, in the Philippine Sea is the site of a mysterious archaeological find, an extraterrestrial artifact unearthed by a group of American researchers, it's Americans again, when they are captured by an invading North Korean military. NOMAD's unit is dispatched to secure their rescue. This darn silly North Korean army, they're everywhere. It soon becomes clear that the Lingshan Islands are ground zero for an otherworldly invasion. That sounds kind of bad. Triggered by the discovery of the powerful alien artifact that the Koreans desperately want for themselves, and that NOMAD must battle deadly enemies, both human and alien, to save the Earth. OMG! Okay, so here we have First Lieutenant Jake out of his packaging. I gotta say that I might be slightly impressed by the actual figure itself. He comes with a whole bunch of weapons, like I said. We have here... Now, I've never played Crysis, the first one. I'm looking forward to playing Crysis 2. And I tried looking up what types of guns they use and stuff, and all the guns have basic names, so it wasn't very easy to come across everything. Now, if I were to guess, and maybe you guys know and you can post a comment to tell me if I'm right or wrong, this weapon here, it looks to me to be like some type of semi-automatic shotgun. That's what I would assume it would be, is a futuristic type shotgun. A pistol, obviously, duh. A tripod-based machine gun. Oops. And he also comes with, I'm betting, is a machine gun, submachine gun. That's what I'm betting that is. Pretty cool. As you can see, I've got him to kind of look down the iron sights a little bit. It is a pretty posable figure. Now, when you first get the figure, his left hand is kind of closed a little bit more, so I did get it so that he could hold the gun, but I don't necessarily know if that's going to be easy with other guns or whatnot, or if that'll cause damage in the long run. But you see, I just popped the gun right into his hand, now he's already holding the pistol. So it's pretty easy to get at least the trigger hand to hold the guns really quick and easy. So that's cool. It's always annoying when you get a gun, or a figure that has a gun, and you can't hold it, and you're just sitting there like trying to squeeze it into his hand and everything. But here we have the figure. Detail the figure. You can show that here. Looking. Nice nanosuit there, guy. Look at that. Yeah. Maybe I could borrow it sometime. No? Alright, fine. Whatever. You're a jerk. I would say the detail of the figure is mid-range okay, and the paint job of this figure is probably like a level 4 out of 10. Just because it's like everything about him is really screaming basic. The detail, there is a good amount of detail here, but like when you hold the figure, he feels hollow. And that's not necessarily a good thing. And then you can see these long cracks in the plastic straight up the legs, like where the molding is, and then they just use screws to keep it together. And it just reminds me of those soldiers that are like G.I. Joe knockoffs that I'm worried they're going to break, you know? And it's like, part of me wants to like this figure because different parts of it, like his arms, they feel good. But then like you feel his torso and like his thighs, you're like, well, I shouldn't feel those things, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, I'm a reviewer, I have to touch, but not like that, you're gross. But, you know, I don't know. He has, crap, how many points of articulation? I counted, I think 16. He has articulation in the head, can rotate 360. Oh gosh, he's dead. Oh, man down. Shoulders can reach out and then reach up a bit, then go forward, backward a little bit. That rotates at the bicep. Elbow Wrist can go around 360. He has waist articulation, unlike the aliens. Hip can rotate the legs out, and they're actually on ball joints, so that's pretty good. Knees, not very much there with the knees, but decent enough that you can pose them, and then the feet. So you can get him in some pretty cool poses. You can. I just don't really like his head. His head seems really basic to me, like in the paint job, and the, just, it's not so bad, but, as far as all of his guns go, I like the guns. They're all very basic for, like, the smaller handheld guns. They didn't even really clip them off the molding very well. So it would seem to me that the guns are actually already painted this color, and they just clipped them off the brackets. But, they could have done a little bit of a better job there. But, whatever. Now, this gun I do have a little bit of a problem with, because, you know what? I like when they give you guns that are, like, on tripods, and, like, they're big machine guns or cannons and all these other things. And those are awesome. I'm so glad they make them. But then they make them so stinking small, and here we've got this tall figure, and we're going to be like, alright, now we're going to use this machine gun. Now I've got to lay him on the ground, and no, he doesn't have the ability to look straight up, like a normal person can. So we're going to have him just spraying and praying. He's just going to hold on to the gun and just start shooting away. But he ain't going to be able to see where he's shooting. And then he's just going to fall and die because he passed out from stupidity. So this I don't like so much. This has to be put on something. I mean, like, if I were to take a box from one of the figures from Series 1 and put it up there and then have him kind of holding it, then it would look a lot better. Then it would look much better. But I just don't see why no company designs these tripods to be standing up a bit more. Make them a little bit bigger. I don't know. Maybe that's how it was in the game. Maybe he had to lay on the ground or have the tripod propped up on something else. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now to show his scale off so you guys can understand roughly what size he is. Here we have a Lego man, a can of soda, and then a red Hazop from the Halo Reach action figure line from Series 1. This was donated to me by a user here on YouTube, and I would like to say thank you very much for that. And you can see here that definitely I would say that the NOMAD Nanosuit 1.0 is definitely much more in scale, if not the exact scale, of G.I. Joes. So if you have G.I. Joes and you're interested maybe in getting Crysis suits, I don't know, it might be a good idea, or Crysis action figures, but definitely he is in that type of scale. Overall, I'm going to give this figure a 4 out of 5. The reason he gets a 4, I mean, I might even give him a 3.5 out of 5 based on looks, because the looks just aren't really there for me. I mean, it's a basic type of figure. Thankfully, the price of it isn't too high compared to some other figures, but the paint job is very basic. The sculpting is good, but it's not great. And I'm just worried about the longevity of this figure, how durable it is. If a kid had it and they were playing with it, how long would it last, So, overall, yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. But, and this gun right here, pretty much worthless unless I get it put up on top of something. I like that it's included with it. I love when figures come with a bunch of weapons, like G.I. Joes. They come with a ton of guns and a ton of equipment and stuff. But it's just kind of disappointing when you get that, and then it's like, oh, wow, thanks for including it, but I can't use it. But anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions about this figure, you know where to post that down below. You know what you're doing. You're smart peoples. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about this figure? Post it down in the comment section or post a video response. Let me know. Because, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. Because it's not like these figures have been out a while, so it's not like a big following or something like that. I mean, it's pretty much getting established right now as you watch this. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you guys again next time. Well, you'll see me. You'll mainly see my hands and whatever I'm reviewing. You won't really see my face so much. But, yeah, now I'm dragging this out. So I'm going to hurry up and end it.
Rawr, I'm a dinosaur.